Hey team, in this video I'm going to finish off this box and create a technical drawing. This would be the same for any of the different tasks, but I'm going to use this one with the rebate joints. Okay. First thing I want to do is set the material and the appearance of all these bits for my box, because I want it to look like it's really timber. To start with, I'm going to select a component. I'm going to right click on it and select physical material. From the menu that appears in a moment, hopefully it will appear. Just wait patiently. From the menu that appears, we're going to go and start by selecting radiata pine. So I'll just drag this into the middle, scroll down. We're going to select wood, and scrolling down we'll look for pine radiata. We're going to drag and drop that onto the side. And we're going to go ahead and drag and drop that onto every surface of this box. So we'll just swivel it around, have a look. That side, that bit there, that one there, that one there. Go around to the end. Those two. We can also, don't have to drag it directly on there, we can drag it onto the component over here, like the base, and it will put that material on all of them. So there we go, we've set the material now. I haven't set the look, because it doesn't look very good, but we've set the material. Now we want to set the look so it does look nice. So the next task is to do that almost again by clicking Appearance. And in Appearance, we've got some different options. So if we scroll all the way down to the bottom here, we've got wood and in brackets solid as an option. We'll pick a finished one, and I've already downloaded the 3D Pine semi-gloss, but all you need to do once you find the one you want, probably pine, is click the little download button next to it, and then you're able to drag and drop on. So I'm going to start dragging and dropping on the pine onto mine. So there we go, drag and drop. It takes a minute because it's a bit of a more complex look. There we go. And I'm going to drag and drop that onto all of my components. On the short side, the other long side, the other short side, and the base as well. There we go. So we've done that and click close. So there we go, that box looks fantastic, looks like a real box made out of real timber. Now we need to create a technical drawing. We're going to use the change of workspace button to go to drawing from design. And then from this box here that pops up, we're not going to change anything. It should look like mine with the A3 page, millimeters and so on. And we'll press OK. Once we press OK, it's going to change our workspace to the technical drawing creation workspace, and we're going to go ahead and create a technical drawing of the box, which is going to include different views and give us all the information we need to build the product. We're going to do a 2-page technical drawing in this video with an isometric drawing that allows us to see just what it looks like, and then a second page with an third angle projection, which gives us the front, top down and side views and so on. We'll just wait for this to load for a moment. It takes a little while. Hopefully not too long. I'll just pause until it's ready. Okay, so I'd pause mine. Yours should work a bit quicker than mine. Now when it comes up, it's going to look something like what you see on the screen, although mine's a bit slow. Our first task before we put in what's asking us to do, which is the base view, is to go and select a scale that's appropriate. So we're going to increase our scale to 1 to 2 for this page, because we're going to do the isometric on this page. So once I've done that, I'm going to click on the orientation and pick northeast isometric. So you can see there it looks like a 3D view. And then lastly, I'm going to pick shaded. So northeast isometric, shaded, and 1 to 2. And I'm going to click in the middle of my page and then press OK. And that will allow me to have a nice pictorial view of what the product should look like when it's complete. Next, I'll hit the plus button for a fresh page. I'll go ahead and now I'm going to place another base view using the button up here on the toolbar. So base view, it'll want me to do exactly the same thing. And again, we're going to go to 1 to 2. That should work for most of your boxes. Maybe you might need to go a little bit smaller. We're not going to place a shaded view this time, just a line view. And I'm going to put this one, which is the front on view, in the bottom left corner, but I need it above the title block here and just in from the left there. So about there is probably good. I'll press OK. Now I need to go and add a top-down view and a side-on view. I'm going to do that using the projected view button. That first asks me to select a parent view, which is the first one I've done. To get my top-down, I'm going to go straight down. To get my side-on, I'm going to go to the left, and I'll press enter once I've got those. Now I've got those views, all I did was click to get them. I'm going to drag them to more appropriate locations. And I think in mine, because I want to show some more information on this view, I'm going to click on it, then right click and edit the view, and I'm going to make it a visible and hidden edge view. That way I can show the base in it and so on. Finally, I need to add dimensions so it's clear how big the product will be. So I'll use the dimension tool here, and I can either select a line like that, and then click a second time to put the dimension in, or I can select between 2 points, like that. I can also select between a point and a line. That will also allow me to put a dimension in. I can put dimensions next to each other, so click like that. I can line them up nicely. And for mine here, I've got this extra 3mm one, and that kind of doesn't fit nicely in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move my this dimension by clicking and dragging it. I'm going to move that one out a bit. Do the same with the 17, so it's just a bit neater. And then I'll use this great tool called, where is it now? Arrange dimensions. I'm going to select my base dimension, then my dimension to move, which is going to be 3mm, and then I'm going to press OK. That'll just tidy things up a little bit. I also need to add some dimensions over here on mine because I need to show the thickness of the base. So I'll use the dimension tool again. I'm going to try and put my dimensions outside, not towards the inside of the image, so sort of out to the left, right here. I do need to show how big the joints are, so I'll put in the 6mm there, and I can put in the side thickness as well. And I might do that just directly above that. Hopefully that doesn't look too messy. Maybe it does. Let's try that in a different spot. Might put that over here on this side. That's a bit neater. Now, I haven't really shown properly what sort of joint this is, and it's kind of hard for me to show on this view. So what I might do is I'm going to add one more view. We'll add another view. No, I won't. I'll add a bit of a text note, which is this one here, a leader note. And that allows me to select a particular position and then add a note, something like rebate. Why doesn't it let me? Alright, I need to make my box first. Rebate joint. And then I can press close, and there we go. I've added a little bit of information to make it clear. It's not going in very neatly. Let's adjust that a little bit. That's better. Now everyone knows that I'm using a rebate joint in the corners of my box. Now hopefully that would be enough for me to work on to build my box. Sometimes you might want more, in which case you would hit the plus button and then you would add new pages with more information. Things like other views, views without the top, for example, so you can see the joints and all that sort of stuff. It's up to you. I might go and add just one more page actually, and we'll show you how to do it without the top on. So I'm going to click quick add for the next page, and this one I'm just going to put a top down view. So I'll click the base view, and I'm going to change it to top here, and then change my scale to 1 to 2, and I'm going to put this in the middle, and I only want to show the base of the box, not with the lid on it. So I'm going to hide the top like that. And you can see straight down now without that top layer on there. If I also wanted to remove the top pieces of the box, in my case, because of how I created those, I'd have to go into each of my long sides and turn off the second body, this one here. And that would hide that particular body. It's not super necessary for what I'm trying to show in this view, but at least that way I can show these joints better and some more information. I can just add in those dimensions. So I'm going to show the width of the sides, and I'm going to show the size of the rebate joint there. And hopefully that would be enough information for someone to create the box themselves. And that's all. That's how we create a technical drawing. Once you're done, you can obviously press save. You can also export that as a PDF file, and that could be added to your submission for the design folio. And that's all. I've created my design now as a technical drawing.